important things when you are job searching, specifically in Denmark, but this will go for most places, I would think. But I am expert in Denmark, so I can't say for sure, but I would think it would be pretty universal, to be honest. So, and it kind of all ties together, to be honest. The first thing, the very, very, very important thing is networking. So, spending time networking, and not networking as in asking people for jobs, but networking as in learning. So, learning about people, learning about industries, learning about specific companies, learning about specific career paths, networking to learn all of these things, because all of that knowledge will help you. One, you'll create great ambassadors for yourself, people who know what kind of things you're interested in. Tom Bilyeu says this thing, when to be interesting, become interested, other way around. To When you are interested, you become interesting. I think that's how he says it. And I think it's really true. So when you're out networking, be interested in other people and then let them ask about you. But the networking part also, sorry, something popped up on my screen. I think maybe a comment. I'm new to these live things on my phone. I don't know quite what it looks like, and I'm not sure how to like look at that. Okay, so yes, so all of these things. Sorry, got confused there. All of these things that that really helps you gain knowledge um, about industries and all of this also helps you in the next super, super important step. And that is to use all of this knowledge when you write your CV, when you write your cover letters, because that's super important too. So your CV, adjust every CV for the positions. And I promise you that even though this seems to be a fairly Danish thing, unless and even if the companies use automated software, I think it will still benefit you to do this, because the thing is, when you use all the knowledge you have about a position, a company, an industry into your material, and your experience related to the position you're applying for with all of that knowledge as well, you can create way better material. So really figuring out what is it that you can put in, and what is it that you can use in that material that you wrote today, or that you're writing for this specific company, um, to then what is it that you can use to make that even better, make it even more or even better fit. I hope that makes sense. And then the last thing that I want to say today, it's going to be a fairly short video, is your LinkedIn profile. It becomes more and more used. And the funny thing is, people saying, oh, it's getting more and more like Facebook. And in some instances, yes, but it's also like what you control your own feed. So that's also about what you read and what you comment on and what you spend time on. But with it becoming more and more like Facebook, it's also going to attract more and more people. There is about 3 million active people in the Danish workforce, and we have about 3.2 active LinkedIn profiles in Denmark. Million. Put a million on those numbers. So about 3 million active people in the workforce and 3.2 million active LinkedIn profiles, meaning really a lot of people are using LinkedIn. There will be a few areas where a few industries where it's not super important, but I still feel like it's super important for the networking part, because the thing is, I know that some people will go and they'll only network, circling back to the networking, they'll only network with people in their own industry. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, but that also makes it a fairly small circle So if you instead also network with other people, they actually might know other people in your industry that you don't know yourself, that you're not connected to yet. Or they might know people who can open up other opportunities for you as well. So think networking a little bit broader than what you might have been doing. Yeah. So networking, adjust all your material, and use LinkedIn strategically for job search, but definitely also for networking. That's it for today. I will see you tomorrow.